What is Mir4? $100 a day. Mir4 is blowing up like crazy, and people are literally making thousands of dollars just playing this game. The best part is, that could be you. You just have to watch this video to the end to get all the details. And in a matter of minutes, you could be on your way to earning huge passive income just from gaming. So what is Mir4? What are the minimum requirements to play this game? How much can you earn? If these are your questions, then make sure to stick around because we'll be answering each one of them and more. If you're into NFTs, NFT gaming, the metaverse, and play-to-earn games, then you want to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the latest updates in the world of NFTs going forward. Before we go into the video, please note that this video does not constitute financial advice. The crypto market is extremely volatile and high risk, so you're advised to do your own research and speak with your financial advisor before going in. With that said, let's make you some money playing Mir4. If you're a fan of mmorpg, then you're absolutely going to love Mir4. Yeah, we know that this genre is massive, and it can feel like if you play one mmorpg, you've played them all. There are just so many of them, and with mobile devices getting more high-end and able to run games, mmorpgs now play smoother and look better than ever. So what stands Mir4 out from the crowd? Why is Mir4 different? Well, that's what we're about to find out. As you can tell, Mir4 is an NFT game. However, one unique thing about this game is that it's the first traditional game to incorporate the play-to-earn economy. The Mir4 franchise is super popular in China, where over 600 million people currently play the game for a chance to win big bucks. Mir4 is not a new game per se. The game itself has been around for over 2 decades, but remained only conservatively popular. In fact, the game had some negative reviews until the developers decided to infuse a blockchain technology. And just like that, the game started to rally hard. Mir4 got its own native token called Draco, and from what we hear, there will be an NFT marketplace launched soon as well. The play-to-earn version of Mir4 was launched about a year ago in Korea. However, the developers of the project decided to expand their reach into other markets. Hence, the global edition of Mir4 was launched. In this edition of the game, there's now an in-game chat translation function which allows users from different countries to communicate with one another flawlessly. This plan worked like a charm. In less than a week from when the global edition was released, the number of global servers for the game more than tripled, going from 11 global servers to 38. And in less than a week, the game had become Steam's 4th most played game, with a peak of about 22,000 concurrent players as of September 1st, 2021. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty. If you look up Mir4 on gamerswiki.net, you'll see that it's a popular free-to-play open-world MMORPG that can be cross-played on both PC and mobile devices. The game invites players to venture into their world of Mir to begin their own adventure. Players are able to enjoy the peaceful life of gathering, crafting, and hunting. However, players can also join a powerful clan to participate in large-scale player-versus-player battles with other allies and enemies. Additionally, players can capture the Hidden Valley, collect taxes on profits, set a bounty on an enemy, and get assistance from their friends to hunt down enemies. Players are also able to join a 50-player raid in order to get rare items, declare war, and participate in castle sieges. Whatever players choose, their story will be legendary. Mir4 also introduces a unique free-for-all loot system. This means that anyone can get the right to claim the loot, even players that did not participate in defeating the monster. Players can have 30 seconds to protect the loot they want, while others have 30 seconds to fight for the right to claim the loot. However, this only applies to special loot in treasure chests. So what's the story of Mir4? Well, Mir4 revolves around the story of an Asian princess from a fallen kingdom. She runs away from an ambitious lord who wants to kidnap and marry her as a way of becoming king. In this game, players will have to select the class as a warrior, lancer, Taoist, sorcerer, or archer, and then team up with the Grandmaster and his disciples to rescue the princess. The player will both rescue the princess and unveil the mysteries surrounding her secret powers. Alright, let's talk about the different classes. The warrior class combines heavy defenses and high health stats with adequate damage. What that means is that the warrior can absorb a high level of damage and dish out the same. Because of the healthy balance between offense and defense, this class is usually a great choice for players who are just venturing into Mir4. But then again, the class has some real clumsy movements which makes the class easily punishable. You need to master the movement mechanics and increase the agility stat in this game. The next class is the sorcerer class, which specializes in dishing out both single targets as well as area of effect damage. The only snag is that she has a poor ability to withstand damage, as her only line of defense is the Magic Shield skill. The Magic Shield forms a barrier that blocks some of the damage in exchange for large amounts of MP. In the right hands, the Sorcerer can be really powerful. However, it's trickier to use than the Warrior class. Next is the Taoist, which is even more complex than the Sorcerer. Some say that this is the most challenging class since her style of play always forces her to be up close and personal to her enemies. But she's very speedy and has devastating melee skills. If you're very familiar with fighting games and you like to get up close and personal with your enemies, then Taoist might be ideal for you. Plus, if you master the Taoist, you'll be able to rise through the ranks much faster. Next, we have the Lancer, which is one of the strongest classes in the game. Lancer has the highest damage per second and has a wide range to complement this skill. If you have some exposure to mmorpg but are not really hardcore yet, you might enjoy using Lancer. The critical damage on Lancers and the high DPS makes it a must-have class in every party during a raid. Lancers also feature supporting abilities, which make them an amazing team player. This class does have a steep learning curve though, so don't beat yourself up if you're not getting the hang of it immediately. It might take some time for you to master the class. Now, let's talk quests. Mir4 features different types of quests, which are the main quest, mission, requests, and mystery quests. For the main quest, players will follow the main storyline to discover in-game information. It's important to note that these quests cannot be redone once they've been completed. Secondly, you have missions. Missions are side quests that players can complete to obtain more experience and rewards. All the missions can be completed 3 times. As for requests, players can unlock these quests once they meet certain conditions. Usually this would require searching for clues and completing follow-up quests. The last quest type are the mystery quests. These are a one-of-a-kind chain quests which players gradually will uncover. These contain interesting and secret cases of the main quests. Players will receive additional incentives when they complete mystery quests. Now, you can totally play Mir4 as a single player, but that's if you're not really in the game for the big wins. If you want to really make a lot of money from playing Mir4, then you have to leverage the benefits and in-game advantages provided by a clan. There are certain monsters that are literally impossible to take on by yourself. The giant stone demon, for instance, is one. Plus, you also have the free loot system to consider as well. Even if you take down an enemy, it will be much easier for players and clans to team up, kill you, and steal your rightfully earned loot. So the Mir4 game is a game of numbers. But keep in mind that there are requirements in order to join a clan. For most clans, you'd have to pay a fee. And then for the free ones, if you want to be able to do important tasks, then you'll have to donate resources, which typically involve gathering large amounts of copper, energy, and dark steel. Speaking of dark steel brings us to the money aspect of the game. So let's talk about Draco. Draco is Mir4's in-game currency, which you can acquire and then exchange for dark steel. Dark steel has a wide variety of applications in the game. You'd need it to participate in clans and PvP. You can also mine for dark steel in the game and smelt it into Draco, which can be stored in your WeMix wallet. By the way, 100,000 dark steel smelts into 1 Draco, and as more dark steel is mined in the game, the required amount of dark steel needed to smelt Draco increases. Now, as we mentioned, dark steel can be obtained by mining or clearing quests. Players would have to literally mine the resource in dungeons and caves with a pickaxe. And the best part is that you can automate the mining aspect by clicking auto mode. This way you don't have to play the game or do anything. The AI will automatically do all the dark steel farming for you. That's cool, yeah? Finally, let's talk about game feel. The setting feels authentic, and if you're a fan of Swords and Legends Online, this will surely appeal to you. What makes the game even more impressive is that it looks awesome even without super sophisticated hardware requirements. This game can be run on mobile, and you won't feel like you're missing out on a thing. Some might dislike the fact that there are just 4 classes. However, there's a surprisingly robust spirit system as well. These spirits are actually collectible monsters that can help you in your play. Anyway, to wrap this up, there are tons of players out there who are working hard to make the highest earnings possible in this MMORPG. You can join in today and begin making a decent income as well. Let us know what you think about this game and whether you'll be willing to try it out in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget that the crypto market is highly volatile and full of risk, so make sure you only go in with money that you can afford to lose for your own sake. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit that like button because it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. That said, thanks for watching and we hope to see you in the next one.